So Busch Apple has been around since 2020. It's in its 6th year, not consecutive year, but it's 6 years. I should have mentioned this here, but this is Keystone Light's first attempt at a flavored beer, aside from Keystone Ice, which was a few years back now. So new to the game, new to the market, lots to prove. Say the Busch is a lighter color actually. Now under a light, neither one of these shows much of a difference in color. Certainly is slightly more yeast in the Keystone Light Apple. More apple flavor, more apple aroma off of the Busch Light Apple. A stronger aftertaste on the Keystone Apple. It's more sour. I'd say the Busch Apple does go down a little bit easier. I think off of initial tasting, if I had to shotgun one, I would pick the Apple over the Keystone Apple. The Keystone has lost more of its apple flavor. It just kind of smells like beer now. And then the Apple is still going pretty strong, still smelling pretty strong on the apple. I would almost describe Keystone Light Apple as like a light sour. You know, when you go to like your local brewery and they have a sour, that normally just tastes like an orange or citrus or pomegranate or whatever flavor they're going for, and a hint of nasty ass beer. This is more just like a regular light beer, and then quite a bit of sourness. Sour apple, that is. Just much more carbonation in the apple, which for me, it's not the best because I can't really chug carbonated things. I can chug lightly carbonated things, but I'm not good at it. It makes me want to throw up. The collection of bubbles on the apple. Now that proves what I was saying earlier, that this is a more carbonated beer. Oh, this is interesting. We have exceptionally large bubbles in the apple, but certainly a higher quantity in the apple. So this is very interesting. There's definitely more background work with like the apple fields they added in here and the apples up here, and you know, little red accents they put. Whereas over here you have mountains and like a sunset, sunrise kind of thing going. The eagle's fairly detailed. And then this side's kind of boring. It's just the big apple that's mildly detailed, and then the mountains again. The Busch Apple is more of a reflective red paint, whereas this is they're both reflected, but this is a bit more opaque and this is a bit more reflective. Yeah, I kind of am preferring the Keystone Apple so far. Along with the AI Americana ad, other noteworthy things are that Busch, or Anheuser-Busch, is actually owned by a Belgian company. So it is brewed in St. Louis, Missouri, but Belgians own the company. So it's not really American beer, regardless of what it might say on the can, whereas Molson Coors is owned by Americans, the Coors, and Canadians, the Molsons. It's like hockey, a little bit of Canadian shit and mostly American. It's great. So we have this is all Coors, baby. This is American. This is Belgian. And no hate on Belgium. They basically have done tons for the beer world, you know. Many of our brewing practices have originated from Belgium. But also, having this on a Busch can or a Budweiser or anything like that, it just feels a bit dishonest because they're not even fucking American. They're Belgian. So when we're looking at Keystone Light and Busch Apple, we're looking at 4.1%, 4.1%. Keystone has 131 calories, Busch has 130 calories. Carbs, Keystone has 12.1 grams. Carbs, Busch has 11.8 grams. Fat, neither have any fat. Grams of protein, both are less than 1 gram. So, I'm gonna be honest, towards the end here, they taste extremely similar. The Keystone Light is more of like your Granny Smith apple. It's a more tart apple. Again, it is more beer heavy than apple. It's not like overwhelmingly sour or nothing. Whereas then I'd say your Busch apple is more like a Gala or like a Fuji apple or something like that, something more sweet. So that's also your preference. If you like a sour apple, Keystone Light Apple. If you like more of a sweet apple, Busch Light Apple. For me, I kind of like, limes in my cervezas. So it makes sense to have a sour flavor with beer. So I think overall I prefer the Keystone Light Apple.